All right, I want to welcome everybody to the SCA winter program, Gitchi Grinch. The students and the staff have put a lot of work into this program for you, and I'm happy to see all of you wonderful who's in the audience that came to join us in Beaujouville. I'd like to start by, introducing myself. I just assume everybody knows who I am. My name is Melissa Montoy Boujou, and I am the director of Beaujouville Academy. I didn't get to practice any of this, I apologize. And I would also like to introduce our curriculum instructional coordinator, Kelly Casaboujou. Here she is. All right. So the reason why I called up Mrs. Casaboujou is because from the beginning of the school year until now, we've shared the role of principal. And we wanted to make sure that we hired somebody to be the principal of our school that was just the perfect fit. And so we, held interviews and talked to a lot of people, but we wanted to make sure that it was somebody who, our kids could learn from, somebody that could share with us their knowledge, and who could, be a good fit into our community. And so we think that we found that person. And so we are relinquishing and passing the principal torch over to somebody new. And we'd like to bring her up to the stage to give her her first introduction to the community. We'd like to welcome Tribal School Principal Sheila Ching Boujou.
Bonjour. Hi, everybody. Yes, I do indeed come from Grand Traverse Band of Ottawa Chippewa Indians, and I do have an education degree. And so I also continued on with my master's degree in administration and supervision because I was very interested in being a principal someday. It was my dream to actually be a principal of a tribal school because I believe that education is very important for our people. So I'm so excited to be here, and I am so willing to learn about everybody whose children are in our community. So don't be afraid to give me a call, get to know me, and I hope to meet each and every one of you as time goes by. Thank you. Good luck.
In a good way, not because your child is in the office. Right? All right. So with that being said, we're very happy that, she's 2 weeks into the job. We're like, now you have to dress like a who. What? Yeah. If we could have pre-K take their places along with, I don't know, pre-K and who's the other grade? Third grade. Pre-K and third grade are going to take their places. So we hope to have a nice welcoming for Mrs. Ching Boujou at a later date, but we wanted to make this introduction now. So she was a very good sport. She got right into the spirit. And so with that being said, we are going to go into our winter program, Gitchi Grinch 2015. Miigwech.
Every bourgeois down in Bourgeoisville liked baboon a lot. But Gitchi Grinch, who lived just north of Bourgeoisville, did not. Gitchi Grinch hated baboon the whole baboon season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be, perhaps, that his moccasins were too tight. It could be his dib wasn't screwed on just right. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his ode was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there that baboon night, hating the bourgeois.
And they're hanging there, Madawson.
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow is Wikonge. It's practically here.
Then he growled with his chigrinch fingers, nervously drumming.
I must find some way to keep Wikonge from coming. For tomorrow, I know all the bourgeois girls and boys will wake bright and early. They won't contain their joys. And then they'll do something I hate most of all. Every bourgeois down in Bourgeoisville, the tall and the small, they'll stand close together with Tedawgason ringing. They'll stand in a line, and those bourgeois will start singing.
Staring down from his cave with a sour, chagrinchy frown at the warm lighted lodges below in their town, for he knew every bourgeois down in Bourgeoisville beneath was busy hanging a holly bourgeois wreath.
And then, oh the noise, 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 noise. There's one thing I hate, all the noise, 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 noise.
Bourgeois. We the bourgeois live a life filled with minobamadon. Our culture, our language, and respecting Mama Key is our way of living. We the bourgeois hunt for our supplies in medium. We offer our sema and don't take things if we don't need them. We the Boujous harvest mesquite from the land to help us heal. It keeps the happiness that those negative feelings try to steal. From the things that we gather, we make tools to survive. We play traditional games. We make crafts and practice ceremonies to keep our culture alive. We travel by canoe as we are water people who harvest menomen from the lake. This is a sacred food, and we are forever grateful for what we take. We the Boujous dance and sing around our Dewagan for celebration and healing. Practicing our traditional way of life brings us a good feeling. We the Boujous are learning and living Minnow to keep our culture alive. We will pass down this knowledge to the next generation, who will make sure we the Boujous continue to survive. Lama peace.
Then the Boujous, young and old, will sit down to a feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, 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 feast. They'll feast on Boujou sweetmeat and rare Boujou roast beast. Raw roast beast is a feast I can't stand in the least. After they feast, they'll sit and hear a story from some old fart, a story of Nana Boujou and how he was born under some bark. Oral traditional stories really make me sick. This one especially makes my skin crawl like a tick. They'll sing of Nana Boujou's birth and how he came to be here on earth. They're all preparing now for tomorrow's big feast. Watching them work so hard is something I can't stand in the least. They'll gather lots of wood for their fire. They'll work relentlessly and never tire. And they clean, and they'll clean, and they'll clean. They'll clean Boujou corn and clean Boujou wild rice. Those Boujous down in Boujouville will make everything look nice.
Take your axe and get out.
And who are you?
I'm the Morax, guardian of the forest. I speak for the trees. So you're telling me you just didn't see me magically appear out of that stump with all the lightning and thunder and stuff? You didn't see any of that?
Oh, I know what you want. I got one of these for the cutest little guy I ever saw. Jumpy, 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 jumpy.
How dare you? Give me that. Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Why, for 53 years, I put up with this now. I must stop Wikonge from coming. But how?
Then he got an idea, an awful idea. Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do.
Grinch gathered some old cloth and a rag,
I'll make a quick Wanabuju cap and bandolier bag.
and he chuckled and chuckled.
What a great Gitchi Grinchy gag. I look just like Wanabuju with this cap and this bag. All those Bujus, let them keep drumming. They may think they know, but I know who's coming.
All right, we're going to give the class behind the curtain some time to get set up. But how are you liking the show so far? Yeah, the kids are working hard, and it's really good to hear them singing those songs that they're singing. It's not your traditional jingle bells or anything. It's our language and our songs that they're singing. So we're really proud of them for that. Just a couple of announcements. If anybody has any free time on their hands in the next couple of days, we're doing a Secret Santa, not a workshop, but a shop where the kids can come and shop for their family members, their parents. If your child happens to be coming in there, we can relieve you and they can buy surprises for you with your money. But it's the thought that counts, I guess. So if anybody has a couple of days tomorrow and the next day to come and volunteer sometime at your tribal school, we would really appreciate it. We could use the extra hands. So see myself or the principal or another staff member, and we can sign you up for a slot, even if it's half an hour, half the day, whatever works in your schedule. So with that, that's about all I have. So we will see the next part of the show.
After a long day of working, the Boujous had no idea who was lurking. They have their setting set. There was nothing left to get. Excited for bed, the Boujous get ready to sleep. For tomorrow is a big day with all their hard work to reap. All the lodges were dark. No one knew Gitchi Grinch was there. All the Boujous were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. That is when he came to the first little lodge of the square.
This is stop number basic.
The old Grinchy Boujou hissed as he slipped inside, empty skimut in his fist. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant as he snuck straight over and cut down their feast pheasant. Bone whistles, feathers, smudge, and drums, feast bowls, medicine, medamen, and plums. He stuffed them in a bag. Grinch picked up the pace. He left nothing where it was. He left nothing in its place.
Gitchi Grinch, you're a sweaty careless again. Your coat is unwashed us and your mind is full of gum. Gitchi Grinch. The three languages to say you're a Anishinaabe spirit animal, and I quote, Zarino, Shigak, Skunk, do nothing Gitchi Grinch with the super stinky mug. You're like a stinky McNuke with extra belly button sauce, Gitchi Grinch. Your money dew is a horrible lump of knotted up wheat loss, overflowing with the most distasteful assortment of minty, mangled up, entangled up loss. You're a boogie, Gitchi Grinch. You're a pair of moldy hearts. Your heart's a dead tomato squash with moldy purple spots, Gitchi Grinch. You're a three-decker sauerkraut old school sandwich with extra armpit sauce.
It was a quarter of bedaubin, all the bourgeois abed, all the bourgeois still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their bundles, their ribbons, their wrappings, their sacred items, their pride, their traditions and trappings. 10 feet up the side of Mount Peasy, he towed his load to the top, which wasn't easy.
Pooh-pooh to the bourgeois.
He was grinchily humming.
They're finding out now that no Wikonge is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the bourgeois down in Bourgeoisville will all cry boo-hoo. That's a noise that I simply must hear.
He paused, and Gitchi Grinch put a hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But this sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded glad. Every bourgeois down in Bourgeoisville, the tall and the small, was singing without any gifts at all. He hadn't stopped Wikunge from coming. It came. Somehow or another, it came just the same. And Gitchi Grinch, with his Chigrinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood there puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without samar. It came without drumsticks. It came without sweetgrass, cedar, or smudge sticks.
He puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore. Then Gitchi Grinch thought of something he never thought of before.
Maybe Wikunge doesn't come from a store. Maybe baboon perhaps means a little bit more.
And what happened then? Well, in Bourgeoisville, they say, Gitchi Grinch's small ode grew 3 sizes that day. And then the true meaning of baboon came through, and Gitchi Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches plus 2. And now that his ode didn't feel quite so tight, he brought back their gifts in the bright bedaubin light. He didn't understand that these sacred items have life and a spirit. He never understood the beauty of Bourgeois life, and he never wanted to be near it. But now that Gitchi Grinch found his own spirit, he found himself standing hand in hand, singing for all to hear it.
All of you, do it now. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed our show. That's the end. And miigwech for supporting your tribal school. And if you ever have any questions or anything, let us know. Good night.